Hello and welcome all to tonight's round 3 catch-up game between Selwyn United and Cashmere Technical in the New Zealand Football Southern League. My name is Lee Padmore and I'm joined tonight by Mainland Football Competitions Manager Josh McGurr for expert analysis, whose main job tonight is to ensure I'm kept warm and caffeinated during tonight's matchup. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
South Island Giants Cashmere Technical come off the back of 2 huge 4-0 wins versus Hamilton Wanderers and Otago University as they look to compete on all 3 fronts, with an English Cup semi-final versus Universities and a Chatham Cup semi-final versus Western Suburbs to look forward to. The slight hiccup at home to Coastal Spirit doesn't seem to have slowed Tech down as they look to qualify for the National Conference in its first year. Selwyn, though, have their own cup aspirations to look after, with a semi-final in the English Cup versus Christchurch United coming up. On top of this, prior to a defeat versus Otago Uni in round 2, they've been in fine form themselves. Tonight's game, scheduled for Foster Park, has obviously been moved to Canterbury's home of football, English Park, which means we can bring tonight live to you at home. So, as the teams conduct tonight's pleasantries, the teams are as follows. For Selwyn United, in goal, number 1, Peter Takabarima. Number 5, Jack Allett. Number 6, and captain Jaden Booth. Number 8, Jamie Carradus. Number 10, Daniel Lead. Number 11, Luke Blackie. Number 12, Luke Pritchard. Number 14, Luke Mackay. Number 15, Mitchell Coburn. Number 17, Troy Pennyquick. And number 21, Joe Arnott. On the bench, for Selwyn United, number 3, Mackenzie Cowie, number 13, Scott Mackay, 16, Isaac Topham, 19, Ollie Sims, and 20, Nicholas Fairley. And for Cashmere Technical tonight, in goal, number 22, Danny Knight, number 5, Andrew Storer, 6, Tom Schwartz, 10, Garvin Coughlin, 12, Sam Field, 16, Fraser Angus, 17, Corey Mitchell, 21, Declan Tyndall, 28, Yuya Taguchi, 32, Luke Tung, and finally, number 37, Alex Ballard. On the bench, number 13, Harry Rowe, number 9, Luke Jerkovic, number 9, Lyle Matteson, number 23, UC Van Dam, and finally, 25, Tom Cairns. Tonight's officials, in the middle, Caleb Downs. On the ARs will be Aaron Nottage and Richard Jones, and 4th official, Craig Duff. And that brings the start to tonight's proceedings, with Selwyn United kicking off, as they look to get in straight away. Ball spread wide to Declan Tyndall. Comes inside 1, past Jaden Booth, and switches to left back for this evening's Sam Field, who finds Garvin Coughlin. And that is a goal kick to Selwyn United. So as I mentioned earlier, Cashmere Technical had a little bit of a hiccup versus Coastal Spirit at home, going down 1-0. But at the weekend on Sunday managed to deal with Otago University. Tonight will take them top outright, as Peter Tarko looks to restart the game. Won by Jamie Carradus. And that's out for a Selwyn United throw. So it looks tonight like Yuya Taguchi will play through the middle for Cashmere Technical. With Garvin Coughlin and Declan Tyndall either side, it looks as though Corey will play just off the front. Well dealt with by Coburn into Arnott. He gives the ball up a little bit easily. Speculative from Garvin Coughlin there. He's full of confidence, hat-trick at the weekend, 2 of which were outside of his usual tap-in vicinity. 2 fine goals from the Irishman. As Selwyn United look to build up to find Luke Blackie off the front. He holds the ball up well. Finds Pickering, he looks to find Eden behind. Covered well by Luke Tom. Game started at a good pace. Taguchi's clever. Tries to get Tyndall on the inside of Pennyquick. And Selwyn United regain possession and clear. Arnott manages to hold it up. And a throw-in given to Cashmere Technical. So a little bit of a transitional start. Selwyn United have actually been out of action for a couple of weeks due to a Chatham Cup break and Cashmere Technical having to catch up the game against Otago University on Sunday due to their Chatham Cup commitments, as Tom Schwartz looks to spray one with that left foot of his. Booth, Mackay, Allett, Pickering does well to win the ball. Gets himself out a little bit of trouble there because he didn't expect that ball to be leaving him short. Mitchell, Angus, almost caught out there. And Selwyn United regain possession. So very much a first choice back five for Cashmere Technical. His back four has really been solid for them so far this season, with Danny Knight being ever reliable between the sticks. Lovely little combination there between Ballard and Tyndall, which results in a Cashmere Technical free kick. I think they might try and test Selwyn United here. Nope, no. I think Tom Schwartz was thinking he may get an opportunity to go score a goal too. But instead he finds Field in an advanced position on the left-hand side. Danny wins the header and clears. Finds young Alex Ballard, who finds Taguchi. Spreads wide to Tyndall. It's a poor ball in from Tyndall. And Cashmere Tech regain possession. Tom Schwartz finds Garvin Coughlin on the half turn. Field, Coughlin. Looks to drive inside Coughlin. Finds Taguchi. They'll look to combine quickly, and Coughlin on the edge of the area closed down well. Mitchell picks up the pieces as he does so well. Finds Tyndall, who looks to beat his man on the outside and turns out. Tyndall drives inside. He looks to be coming inside quite a bit, Declan Tyndall. Selwyn struggling to clear their lines a little bit here. Taguchi finds himself in a finishing position, defended well by Coburn. Selwyn still struggling to clear their lines. Taguchi again plays across. Sorry, I didn't quite see that from my position. Well defended in the end by Selwyn United, who will look to just calm it down a little bit. As Selwyn United sportingly put the ball out for Declan Tyndall, who I think came off second best in that challenge. Seems to look like he can carry on now. Hopefully Cashmere Technical do the right thing and give the ball back, as they do. Garvin Coughlin, one of the nicest guys in football in the Canterbury region. Cleared by Burima, finds Eid, finds Blackie, who've carried us running beyond. Who pressures Knight. He distributes well. He's a calm character, Danny Knight, very experienced now. And Technical again regain possession. Comfortable in possession, building through the thirds. Mitchell. Tongue into Storer. Finds Mitchell. Cashmere Technical very patient, and as I say that, they look to go beyond, which is dealt with very, very well by young Mitchell Coburn. 2001 born central defender, Darfield based, farming stock. Selwyn United struggling a little bit just to get their foot on the ball, looking to build through the thirds, haven't quite set themselves into a tempo just yet, or a rhythm. But it's Cashmere Technical picking up where they left off after the first two, or the last two wins they've come up against Hamilton Wanderers and Otago University. As Coughlin looks to drive inside, he's a Wrigley character. And you need to be careful in there. He is very well known for, let's call it, drawing fouls in those areas. Mitchell looks for Taguchi, tangles himself up with Mr. Coburn and looks to have come up second best. Nothing in that. But looks like he may need some attention. Yuya Taguchi, who last year was his first season with Cashmere Technical. What a find for Cashmere Technical. He's an excellent local player and indeed National League football player. Fell onto their doorstep for a Facebook message. And what a signing he's been. He's an ever-present in the Cashmere Technical side. And like Coughlin, allows them to tick and create things in the final third. As he takes himself to the side. Before he's allowed back on, and someone look to restart through Allett. Into Pickering. Back into Allett. Coburn. And Booth, who will be key for Selwyn United if they want to maintain possession of the football. As he says to gestures to Luke Pickering, I think he thought he should have got there. Cleared by Knight, not dealt with by Booth. A little bit messy from Selwyn from the off there. 2 or 3 opportunities to put their foot on the ball. Cashmere Technical restart. Fraser Angus in the midfield there, who has been an ever-present for Cashmere Technical this season. Does well in there, regaining possession of football and finding a lot of their talented players further up the field. And here he is on the ball. Looks to find Taguchi in that little half space between lines where he's so dangerous. Into Tyndall. Looks to beat his man on the outside. Looks to cut it back, but it's intercepted by Coburn, I think, which will result in a Cashmere Technical corner. Selwyn United were a little bit susceptible to set pieces earlier on in the season, but seem to have sorted themselves out on that front. And there's no bigger test than the big armoury that Cashmere Technical are just putting forward with Schwartz and Storer and Field to aim for. Ball is delivered. Finds Angus and I think is deflected out. Finds Taguchi. Coughlin. was crying for somebody just to get a touch. Maybe looking to find himself for a little tap in there. Credit to Selwyn United tonight, who have, although it's their home game, they do have ball boys around, which will be far past their bedtime. So shout out to the ball boys around the pitch. Good to see the standards upheld. Again, just struggling to maintain the ball for in the middle third. Cashmere Technical quite happy for them to have it in their back four. As soon as it comes into the middle third, they close up space quickly. Selwyn United force the ball back to Daniel Knight. Plays long. Not sure that's an option, trying to find Taguchi direct against those two big centre-backs of Selwyn United, but they do come away with the ball. Nicked back by Luke Blackie. Does well to keep the ball in. Finds Booth. Pennyquick and Peter Tarko will take no risks there, but it's dealt with by Luke Tongue. Could be an interesting matchup there. Luke Blackie is a big old-fashioned number 9, but he can link play well against two big units of Andrew Storer and Tom Schwartz. It's interesting from Selwyn, it's sort of a high block as opposed to a press. As Schwartz finds Coughlin and turns it in behind for Taguchi. Well won there by Coburn. No foul there, I don't think. I think he's won the header there. I don't think Cashmere Technical can. I think he's won the header above Taguchi. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think. Might be proven otherwise in a replay. Young Alex Ballard's done well for Cashmere Technical this year when given an opportunity. Young 04 born midfielder. Come through their talent development programme. That's one that always makes me smile. People getting so upset about a throw-in on the halfway line. We might score from that throw-in on the halfway line. Ball restarts with Selwyn United. And Coburn, as he looks to drive in, he's very good at that. Releases Pennyquick. Oh, unfortunate there for Mitchell Coburn. That is his X factor. He does like to drive in, and he's been working hard on that. I know that after speaking to Chris Brown before the game, Selwyn United's head coach. Chris is into his 3rd year as head coach of Selwyn United, and 8th year at the club in total. As the ball is cleared again from Tech, dealt with by Jack Allett, and finds Mackay into Booth. Coburn turns well under pressure from Mitchell. Won again in the middle third by Cashmere Technical. Picked up by Caridas. Looks to spread it wide. Coughlin doing the hard work in the defensive third. Finds Tyndall on the outside. Looks to beat Pennyquick on the outside, who defends well for another corner kick for Cashmere Technical. Another corner for Cashmere Tech to be delivered by Taguchi. Well dealt with by Selwyn United with the first contact. Cleared well by Arnott. It looked like arms up by Tongue to me, but defends well. And he looks to press Knight, Arnott out to press Mitchell. But well played Cashmere Technical, who find themselves the spare man. Find Coughlin in between lines. This is where he's dangerous. Commentator's curse as he gives the ball away. Pickering spreads wide to Arnott. That's a great ball. He finds him 1v1. Arnott runs into Mitchell. He's far too experienced for that. He finds Coughlin, who wants it all his own way. Don't think there was too much in that. Poor touch by Coughlin. Again, this middle block is so effective for Cashmere Technical. We saw it very effective versus Hamilton Wanderers in particular. Little combination between Eade and Blackie. And a throw-in the final third for Selwyn United. So 18 minutes in, not too much in it so far. No real clear-cut chances for either side. And I think Selwyn United would be the happier on that front as he finds himself in the 18-yard box. Looks to get himself through. And a goal kick is given. For Cashmere Technical. One of the things, if we were to pick up on anything tactically really, is Taguchi coming off the front, looking to create a spare man. He can also go in behind, but as you can see there, he looks to come off the front and link play. And midfielders run from deep, which potentially Selwyn United need to be careful of, as Mitchell presses the ball. And the ball finds Arnott, and again Angus wins the ball. He's very, very good at that. Turns over a lot of possession for Cashmere Technical. One of the unsung heroes in this Cashmere Technical side, that's for sure. See then Mitchell before initiating the press for Cashmere Technical. We talked about Mitchell Coburn's X-Factor. Corey Mitchell's X-Factor is definitely pressing that football and turning the ball over high up the pitch. And his energy is infectious. We saw in a previous game this year, he was introduced with 15 minutes to go for Cashmere Technical when Selwyn were 2-0 up. And his introduction changed the game for Cashmere Technical to go win it 4-2 with 4 goals in the last 8 minutes. As he turns the ball over again in the middle forward to find Taguchi. He finds Tyndall over the head of Troy Pennyquick. Tyndall looks to beat him on the outside. A poor delivery from Tyndall. Over hit, finds, oh no, sorry, that was Coughlin. This finds Tyndall here. Comes inside and strikes it. Apologies to Tyndall there. Poor ball from Coughlin. So many man buns in the Cashmere Technical side. It's good to see Mr. Tom Schwartz has got rid of his since the defeat at Coastal Spirit, where he was sporting the man bun. Long ball won by Tom Schwartz, who finds Tyndall inside to Angus. Well, one back again from Selwyn in the middle third. Barima takes no risk there. Sorry. A couple of things in my way down, didn't quite see what was going on, but it's come to Peter Tarko's feet, who again takes no risks and puts the ball out of play for a Cashmere Technical throw-in. Ball by Booth. Throw into Mitchell. Rash challenge by Allett results in an opportunity for Cashmere Technical to deliver from wide areas. A little bit rash from Mr. Allett there, I think. Corey Mitchell didn't look like he was going too far or anywhere, and gives Tech an opportunity to get those big boys back into the 18-yard box. Delivery from Taguchi. Well won by Caridas. And then, conversely, by Berima. He looks to clear it, to find Arnott. Well dealt with by Sam Field, who is now very experienced at Cashmere Technical. Brought up his 100 caps in June for Cashmere Technical. 2 seasons of National League under his belt for Canterbury United. Very experienced young man now. Cleared direct. Well dealt with by Coburn. And then by Booth. Lovely combination play between 2 or 3 players then, before giving up by Blackie. Mitchell into Coughlin. Lovely tackle by Mackay. And again, Mackay is similar to Angus for Selwyn United in the fact that he turns over a lot of possession for Selwyn United, like Angus does for Cashmere Technical. Well played out again by Danny Knight. Potentially like to see Selwyn United get a little bit more pressure on the ball in the middle third if they can. Easier said than done with the quality Cashmere Technical do possess. As Tom Schwartz looks to release Coughlin down that right hand side. His first touch takes him inside and picked up by Berima. Sorry, Tyndall, they are a long way from me, I do apologise. And the man bun of both players, both wide players, is tricking me a little bit. I might ask Coughlin at half time if he minds going back to his bleach blonde hair so I can tell the difference. Pennyquick on the ball, into Mackay. Finds Luke Blackie off the line, who holds it up well again. Finds Booth. He looks to play Eden. Ede's in here versus Sam Field. Well defended by Sam Field. And Ede looks to trick his way through, finds Blackie. And well won by Sam Field again. I wonder if Selwyn United can get a little bit of joy of that. It seems as though Sam Field's a little bit deeper than his 2 centre-backs, and that run from Ede, from out to in, potentially could get him a little bit of joy. Not as quick as he used to be, Daniel Ede, but still a very, very smart player and very capable at this level of football. Cashmere Technical turned that defence into another attacking opportunity and another corner for Cashmere Technical. Sorry, I was just looking at Logan Smith's comments on YouTube, so thank you, Logan. Your comments are appreciated, but I did mean I then missed the corner from Cashmere Technical. You see the space between lines here for Selwyn United. I think if they're a little bit braver in possession, space between lines does open up for Cashmere Technical. Or against Cashmere Technical, which that's a poor ball from Allett. Corey Mitchell, not necessarily capable of that, but I have seen him score some screamers, mostly in training, I must admit. But when he does score, he only scores screamers, Corey Mitchell. Selwyn United were playing themselves into a little bit of trouble there. They've not been renowned for building through the thirds this season. But that's what's made them competitive. They are a hard-working unit Chris Brown's done excellently there to turn their season round. As Tom Schwartz looks to use that left peg to find players between lines. Majestic touch from Yuya Taguchi. Unfortunately couldn't find Tyndall. And a Cashmere technical throw in. Just on the edge of the middle and attacking third. Into Angus. Ball across the store, pressed by Blackie. Finds Garv and Coughlin between lines. This is where he's very dangerous. Finds Taguchi on the outside. Tako Barima comes and claims well. Good goalkeeping by Peter Tako Barima there, who has most definitely been Selwyn United's standout player this season. The former Cashmere Technical, Coastal Spirit and FC 2011 goalkeeper. Mid-Canterbury based, again, farmer stock. Was a Lincoln University scholar under the old Canterbury United model. Throw-ins taken by Pennyquick. And I think they have another throw-in. They do, they have another throw-in. Luke Blackie does well to link play, finds Pennyquick, that's a dangerous ball in, dealt by the two big centre-backs very well, cleared by Tongue, and a free kick there. Both feet were high. I think Pennyquick was just a little bit late, but it wouldn't have surprised you if Tongue was that little bit late. Loves that little bit of the game, does Luke Tongue. Those crosses from Selwyn United, I think, if they're going to have any joy, it might have to be just in behind those two big centre-backs, because anything aerial, they're both very capable of dealing with. Interesting that Knight goes long again. Well won by Booth. Mackay won't thank him for that. Volley into his chest in the middle third. Blackie off the front again. Clever idea. I think he was looking for that little pocket of space for Eid to run in beyond. That time he'd come off the front, Eid. Tyndall gives the ball up. Pickering, good. Pickering potentially a little bit anxious in possession. Well won again for Ibuvi, and he gave the ball away initially. Tom Schwartz deals with that. Very experienced centre-back. Over 200 games for Cashmere Technical, and over 100 for Canterbury United. I haven't seen wife Rose and baby Maisie in the stands today, so if you're at home, Rose and Maisie, hello. I hope you're enjoying the game. As the ball's turned over by Mackay. Corey Mitchell beats Pickering. Plays into Taguchi. Ballard, lovely little interplay there. Finds Garv and Coughlin. Look to cut inside and finish. And that's a good save by Peter Tako Barima. First shot stopping save of the evening. He's had to come and claim a couple. He'll tell you that that's his bread and butter. Garvin Coughlin looking dangerous coming in from that right hand side. Another corner opportunity for Cashmere Technical for Taguchi to deliver. They did get first contact, I think that was from Schwartz. Just over. Selwyn United look to play out. Into Alert. Who looks to play again beyond the fullback. Eads touch not quite tight enough, and Sanfield's able to pick that up. Ball in beyond, finds Taguchi. A little bit clumsy there from Alec. But Taguchi still got the ball. Square into Coughlin, takes his touch, and that's another great save by Peter Taka Barima. Danny Knight at the other end is ever reliable. Hardly makes a mistake, but I must say Peter Taka Barima, in terms of his shot stopper mobility, he takes some beating in the local area. So United just look to hold on. A little bit of pressure over the last 3 or 4 minutes from Cashmere Technical. The delivery comes from Taguchi. Cleared by Alec. It's a good defensive clearance. Angus picks up the ball. Field looks to switch play. Dealt with by Pennyquick, could have potentially let that go. Coughlin wriggles away. He really is the key man for Cashmere Technical. He links everything. Finds Tyndall. He gives the ball away. Lovely forward pass there from Pickering. He finds Eade in a position that he likes to run. This is where Selwyn United are particularly dangerous. They are good on the break. Finds Arnott. Look to cut inside. Fortuitous there. And maybe we'll look to retain possession now. Interesting delivery into Caradas. Finds Booth. Out to Pickering. Who crosses into Blackie. Tame effort in the end. Danny Knight will look to restart the game. Canterbury United goalkeeper at the end of the franchise. Really experienced goalkeeper, Cashmere Technical goalkeeper. I believe across 8 successful NPL titles. As a Chatham Cup to his name, we'll be hoping for another Chatham Cup win this year round. Alex Bollo finds himself facing forward. Looks to find Coughlin on the outside. He's got Coburn where he definitely doesn't want to be, but he defends well. Mackay deals with it. Finds Caradas. Again, a very experienced player. Selwyn United's top ever caps. 170 odd caps now for Selwyn United. Scottish born midfielder. Very underrated player at this level. Schwartz finds Coughlin. Makes his way into the area. And there he is. Oh, I thought he may have got a touch there, Schwartz. He's renowned for those little runs where he just goes and has a little bit of an adventure. And he's got a decent goal scoring record as well. Mostly from the penalty spot and corners. Cashmere Technical definitely looking dangerous without that final pass being effective. They're definitely the dominant team, as you'd expect. Certainly the giants of the South Island. And we'd expect them to make it into the national conference, although it is very, very open at the minute. Cashmere Technical will be keen to close that up as soon as they possibly can, get themselves into that national conference, and then the National League experience they do have. This team tonight, 8 of the 11, have played a considerable amount in the old format of the National League. As Mackay makes a good challenge. Oh, my bad. A foul in the middle third. Looked like a good challenge to me. One of my heroes, Roy Keane, would have been having none of that being a foul. He does live on the edge a little bit, Luke Mackay. 1 yellow card away from a ban. As Coughlin looks to come inside. Ever elusive. As he dribbles, beats 4 or 5. Comes on his left foot. And it does look as if Cashmere Technical, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen through Garvin Coughlin. Irish-born midfielder. top NPL goal scorer during the mainland Premier League, currently the second in the South Island League to Ryan Fleming of South City Royals. Ryan Fleming, I believe, a good friend of mine, Malcolm Fleming's nephew. Selwyn looked to play forward, Booth into Carradus. Finds Arnott. He's not quite been at the races for Selwyn. His touch's been a little bit off, and he's given possession up a little bit too often for Chris Brown's liking, I'm sure. But does work hard for the team and will get back in and help. As Mitchell finds himself in the final third. Tongue, Schwartz strikes the ball. He did. I was speaking to him before the game today. He had a goal taken off him at the weekend as an own goal versus Otago University. I did tell him that I thought it was definitely his goal. If you haven't seen that yet, just go on to the Mainland Football Facebook page and look for the highlights from the Southern League at the weekend. You'll see, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, that it was a Tom Schwartz goal, not an own goal. But he's definitely got the ability to laugh about that and laugh it off. Very much a team player. And Barima finds Schwartz. Won by Taguchi. Cleared by Allet for a Selwyn United throw-in. Pickering looks to make his way on the outside, gives the ball up. Again, Selwyn United, I think a couple of players a little bit guilty of giving possession away a little bit too easy. As Coughlin finds himself wide on the left-hand side. Finds Mitchell, finds Taguchi. Wide to Tyndall. Again, a little bit wasteful in possession. He's probably the one for Cashmere Technical. He's a young man, an 01 born winger. I've seen him a lot this year and I've been very impressed. Beats people on the outside, he's very direct. And it will happen for him. Confident young man. Booth tries that one round the corner again. Pickering, it's a good battle there at the top. Both Schwartz and Storer will enjoy that big physical battle at the top. As Allet's put under pressure from Taguchi. He has to be careful, Allet. And that's a foul. That didn't look like it was taken from the spot of the foul by Coughlin, but referee Caleb Downs lets play carry on. Storer finds himself in the middle third. Finds Tongue. That direct ball is dealt with well by Coburn. Andrew Storer. It's a former Western, Coastal, Spirit and FC 2011 centre-back. Played for Canterbury United Youth and then made his way into the National League last year as Taguchi finds himself an opportunity and wastes it. Andrew Storer was a revelation in the National League at centre-back for Canterbury United this year, which led to a move to Cashmere Technical and has replaced Tom Schwartz's twin brother Dan Schwartz well. I won't say as well just yet. Maybe if they win a Chatham Cup this year, we can say just as well. Like I said before, this back five, inclusive of Danny Knight, has been ever present and ever solid for Cashmere Technical. Ball finds Eade between lines, gives the ball away, does try and win it back. Storer does well, finds Angus, finds Field, plays forward into Mitchell, finds Angus again, who will look to just, that's very Fraser Angus-like in terms of giving the ball away. Usually very reliable, looks to play forward, find players between lines. And that's won by Garvin Coughlin, who finds Mitchell. That's a great save by Barima. They potentially maybe have wanted that the other way, with Mitchell winning the ball back, finding Coughlin. And Luke Blackie gives the ball away. Oh no, doesn't give the ball away. Selwyn United could do with just having a little bit of possession time, as Coughlin finds himself in the box. And another save by Barima, as we're into the 43rd minute in the first half here. Selwyn United potentially hanging on a little bit. Better chance have definitely come for Cashmere Technical. But that's not to say they're not in a good game here. It's definitely a good game of football. As the ball will be delivered by Taguchi again. It's a good delivery across that front post. And Selwyn United find Danid. This is again where they'll look to find the break. Danid comes inside, and here you go. Danid will show that pace that he's renowned for. Plays on the outside to Arnott, delivers a cross, and Jada Booth's not quite got the legs to make that 18-yard box. Definitely a dangerous ball. Finds Booth on the outside. Not his best position to be in possession of the football, but a good break from Selwyn United again. They are dangerous on the break, and Cashmere Technical will know that. Caridas releases Pickering on the outside. It's a wayward pass from Pickering. I'd like to see Selwyn United take a little bit more care, a little bit more detail on the pass to help themselves. As Arnott is an ever worker, looks to put pressure on Tung. Coburn mops up. Taguchi goes to ground, but I don't think there's much in that. Mackay finds Arnott. Dribbles inside, maintains possession. Good play from Joe Arnott. Won by Fraser Angus. That's where he's very, very good. And looks to release Taguchi in behind. He gets his body in the way. He's so clever, Taguchi. Who finds Coughlin. Will come inside on his right foot. Effort from Coughlin. Well defended by Mitchell Coburn. As we're into the 45th minute here, Selwyn United just want to hang on. As Coughlin's doing juggles in the 18-yard box. Full of confidence. I'm going to say the young Irishman. He'll appreciate that. He'll appreciate me saying the young Irishman. He's certainly the form player in the South Island at the minute. And that's hit the side netting, and a corner kick for Cashmere Technical. Sorry I missed the added on time, but I can't imagine there's a huge amount of added on time. We're 20 seconds in. Selwyn United will look to defend this as well as they have all the rest of the set pieces. Another delivery from Taguchi. Long overhand delivery. First contact won by Cashmere Tech, I think. Sandfield picks up the pieces. Second ball won by Coburn. Finds Taguchi. Finds Coughlin. And another corner for Cashmere Technical. As we go into the 47th minute, the second minute of added on time in this first half of what's been an absorbing game of football. Delivery from Taguchi. Overhead kick. And well dealt with by Barima. And that is half time here at English Park in the third round of the New Zealand Football Southern League. We're going at 0-0, an absorbing first half, if not exciting. I'm going to go grab a coffee. I hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'll see you all in the second half. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome back to the second half of tonight's catch-up game in New Zealand Football's Southern League. I'm delighted to say that although competitions manager Josh McGurr failed on the expert analysis, he did add coffees at half-time, which is a huge bonus. An apology first up to Selwyn United number 12, Luke Pritchard, aka Pickles, who I did call Luke Pickering throughout the duration of the first half. So apologies to the Pritchard family. I'll endeavour to get that right in the second half. Also, hello to Andrew Simpson of Mainland Football sponsor KPMG. It's always good to see you commenting on anything that we do, and good to see someone engaging with the community from such a big firm. As we just wait for the Selwyn United bench to get off the pitch so we can get started in the second half. Caleb Downs gets us underway. It's Cashmere Technical, I'm sure, will look for more of the same. They were the dominant team. Selwyn United look to nick that ball, but don't end up doing it and force Corey Mitchell out for a throw-in. Ball into Arnott. Again, struggles to maintain the ball. Mitchell. Carradus turns the ball over. Pressed immediately by Mitchell. He's a king of turning those moments into a mess and turning the ball over. Tongue doesn't quite find Taguchi. Finds Tyndall. Angus got again a solid first half. Into Angus again. Finds Schwartz. Finds Taguchi between lines. Straight away finds Ballard with the third man run. Lovely to see the young man with the confidence to get forward. A few experienced campers in that tech team who I'm sure would have instilled in him with confidence in the half-time break. Who Garvin Coughlin finds himself in a 1v1, cuts inside, ball across. Won by Coburn. That's not a nice challenge. That is not a nice challenge by Schwartz at all on Coburn. He was, in fairness, looking just to get on the end of a free ball, and Coburn just got his foot there first. But I do think referee Caleb Downs may have a word or may issue the first yellow card of the day. And Schwartz finds himself in the book. Maybe find himself a little bit hard done to there. Definitely there to be won. Definitely not a malicious character, Tom Schwartz, so definitely wouldn't have tried to hurt Mitchell Coburn, but he is a winner. So if you see an opportunity to put your team in the lead, he'll be there. And the game restarts with Barima. Schwartz wins the first ball. Looking to set an example. You can see that straight away from Schwartz. Just looking to set an example to get his team into the tempo, into the level that he expects. Ball cleared by Barima. Finds Blackie off the line. Lovely touch into Mackay's feet. Pritchard puts the ball out for a Cashmere Technical throw-in to be taken by Samfield. Finds Coughlin. Lovely delivery to Taguchi. Gets his body across and a strike. Finds the top of the net. And you saw clever ball from Garvin Coughlin, but the movement from Taguchi to get across his man. He just took Mitchell Coburn out of the game straight away. Potentially Peter Tucker Barima could start a little bit higher there to take that opportunity away from Cashmere Technical, because it's a couple of times they found Taguchi and beyond. Not extremely quick, but so smart with his movement. So you see there with Cashmere Technical's press with a top two pressing, that means there has to be a spare man for Selwyn United in the midfield. So I wonder if they could manipulate that a little bit to find the spare man and they'd be able to build out a little bit quicker, as opposed to just missing that midfield out and it just keeps coming back at them early on in this second half. Coughlin again looks to drive inside. Such a clever player. Unfortunately, it doesn't come off for him this time. And Barima will just slow it down. Clears the ball. Tongue deals with it adequately. Angus again picks up the second piece and maintains possession. I wonder if Cashmere Technical talked about at half-time whether they can get in beyond. It's 4 or 5 times within the first 4 or 5 minutes where they've looked beyond quickly. But this is the picture you can see. You can see then that there were 2 players pressing the 2 centre-backs of Selwyn United, so that means a 3v2 for Selwyn United if they can find the spare player. And they are looking to pressure Fraser Angus, who does excellently there and maintains the ball. He's had a good game so far, Fraser Angus. Danny looks to snipe on Schwartz. Again, you can see big smile on Schwartz's face there as he looks to see it play a trick that I've never seen him do before, as Tyndall comes inside, finds Ballard. Coughlin keeps the ball safe side so well, you'll see. Slips the ball through for Taguchi, first touch. Lovely challenge by Barima. It's not one anybody's coming out of well with Peter Tarko. He's a big boy, big strong boy. Like I said before, a farming stock. Luke Black is back to goal work's been excellent today. Pritchard gives the ball away. Alec wins it. Again, a little bit transitionally, a little bit messy. It will suit Selwyn, the messiness of the game, as he looks to peel off Storer's shoulder. Selwyn United fans not happy with that offside call. To be honest, I think it's the right one. Well dealt with by Pennyquick. Throw in. Tongue in the ball in the wide area. No look pass. Not sure there was any need for that. Ballard finds himself on the edge of the area. He's a confident young man. Lovely to see. Not quite on target, but well done, young Alex Ballard. As I said, another 04 born player playing in the Southern League. Selwyn United look to build out. It's a poor pass from Alec into Booth, who gives the ball away under pressure. Coughlin wriggles his way through, won by Booth. It's a lovely challenge. Again, I'm not sure that's a foul, but he's given a yellow card. I thought the ball was won there quite cleanly. Coughlin definitely felt it, but I did think it was a good challenge. Again, happy to be proven wrong on a replay. There's a delivery from Tongue. Barima fought back coming. Header clear, finds Tyndall. Thought he was going to go down for a second then. Coburn defends well. Tyndall looked to get something. It's a Selwyn United throw-in, taken quickly. Arnott, first touch, not quite there. It's not quite happening for Arnott tonight. Won by Coburn. Given away again by Arnott. Won by Mackay. Finds Eade. Looking for Arnott in beyond. Well dealt with by Storer. And that's a foul. A little bit naive there by Joe Arnott. I'm not sure Tongue was going anywhere with that header. He holds his ground. We've got a little bit of a break in play. Luke Tung's not silly, he'll be okay. Just looks to slow the game down. In terms of gamesmanship, he's one of the best I've seen. Understands when to slow the game down, when to get it started. Very professional in his approach. Direct from Knight. Won by Alec. Again, I wonder whether Tech can build out a little bit, and that looks like a foul to me from... Looked like a foul. Not sure whether referee Downs thought that was a slip, but he's got to get hold of this game. Ball from Schwartz. Out wide to Coughlin. Won by Pritchard, defended well. It's getting a little bit angsty out there. Referee Downs will just have to keep on top of this, which I'm sure he will. He's an excellent referee. It's a good officials team here with Richard Jones, Aaron Nottage and Craig Duff involved. Very experienced. And that looked interesting because the referee had pointed for a Selwyn United throw-in. So the Selwyn United players thought it was a Selwyn United throw-in, and Cashmere Technical looked to take advantage. Potentially just needs to take a little bit of a breather, Caleb. And there's a foul from Alec. Again, a little bit naive. Taguchi will get his body in the way. Jack Allett, who at 24 years old is coming up to 150 games for the Stallions, formerly of Christchurch Boys High and Hallswell United. One of several players, former Christchurch Boys High, who've donned the black and blue for Selwyn United too, inclusive of Captain Jaden Booth, who once upon a time was involved with Cashmere Technical. The ball looks to be delivered dangerously, well dealt with by Coburn, I think. They definitely don't want to be inviting those set pieces, though. Selwyn United picked up by Coughlin, who drives inside. He will look to beat players. Delivery and well claimed again by Peter Tako Barima. Well dealt with by Arnott, who comes inside, finds Mackay. It's a little 2v1 on the outside if they're smart here, Selwyn. That advantage given away by Mackay, but he will look to regain that with a 2v1. Lovely little delivery by Eid, but Samfield, so reliable defensively. Strike by Booth, dealt with by Schwartz, and cleared by Ballard. And Selwyn United will pick up the ball again. There looks to be some action on the Cashmere Technical bench. I think that's Lyle Mattison, which is no surprise. As I mentioned before, Cashmere Technical won't be wanting to take any risks. They want to make sure that they turn this game around, so I'd expect that change to be Lyle Mattison for the young Declan Tyndall, or even Alex Ballard. It'll be one of the two, I'm sure. As Cashmere Technical look to use their experience as that ball goes in beyond for Daniel Lead. He gets in behind Tom Schwartz. There's a run on the edge of the area there for Blackie, who misses the ball completely. I'm not sure if he was trying to take a first touch there or if whether he's trying to finish, but he missed the ball completely. The ball cleared, won by Taguchi, and then Alec Booth just settles it down. Again, just looking to slow the play down, Selwyn United. Not excellent, not great building through the thirds. That's okay, they're looking to compete, and they do. Ball into Arnott, who deals with it well. Unfortunately, gives the ball away again. Finds Coughlin back to goal, who hasn't had much change when he's been out this side, to be fair. When he's been out the other side, he's looked dangerous. Luke Blackie finds himself in a Harry Kane-esque midfield position. Alec plays a lovely 1-2 off Taguchi to find Booth. And I think that's Thought that was a Selwyn United ball myself. And you can hear the crowd. They thought so too. But again, it's a throw-in in the middle third. It's not a penalty. And there's plenty of players and coaches that have made mistakes tonight, I'm sure. So we'll let the referee off. As Pritchard puts the ball out. And as I suggested, I think that's Matheson for Ballard, which will mean Taguchi will come off the front, I'm sure, and look to link things a little bit deeper. And Coughlin will find himself through the middle. So if Selwyn United think that the job's done or they're close to done, they've now got a different thing to think about. Lyle Matheson's a prolific goal scorer at this level. Played his first full season of National League football last year for Canterbury United. Ever present in that side. Coughlin finds himself facing forward centrally. This is where he wants to be. And it's a lovely challenge there by Coburn. But again, Coughlin finds himself central with space and time on the board. Selwyn United need to be a little bit closer there. We saw at the weekend versus Otago University that if you give him space 20 to 25 yards from goal, he's far too good a player to be given that amount of space. But Selwyn United look to build up. Luke Blackie again back to goal, does well. Pennyquick gives the ball away. Angus finds Coughlin. He finds Matheson. First touch on the ball, Matheson. Well defended by Pritchard. Just looks to hold on to the ball and finds himself a throw-in, which I'm sure Selwyn United will take their time with. A little bit of aggro in the stands as much as on the pitch, which is interesting. We're 60 minutes in here and we're locked at 0-0. Cashmere Technical, the South Island Giants, struggling to break down first, or debutant Southern Premier League team, Selwyn United. But what Selwyn have shown across the season is they're resilient, they'll fight, they'll work hard for each other, and what they potentially lack in ability across the park, they will match with work rate. As Taguchi finds himself between lines, who feeds Tyndall on the outside. Gets on the outside of Pennyquick, ball drilled across. And out for a corner. Coughlin will look to take this quickly. Schwartz looks short. Lovely change of direction. Fooled everybody. A lot of corners. Deep delivery. Just finds Schwartz. Wasn't able to get himself set. Does like to lean on an opposition player as opposed to find himself free. As Barima looks to restart play, which initiates a press from Taguchi. Barima goes long but finds field. Coughlin in between lines, strikes wide. Booth maybe just needs to be a bit careful, and Down's having a word. I mean, Corey Mitchell potentially pot calling the kettle black there with late challenges or aggressive pressing. Definitely a renowned part of his game. Selwyn United just a little bit poor in possession. Like I say, I can definitely see them pressing with two, which means you must have a spare man in the midfield. You're just got to find that spare man, and that's a little bit of patience and quality that they need to find, and I think they'll find some space. Well won by Blackie above Schwartz. Again, well won. He's been excellent tonight, Luke Blackie, especially back to goal. Gives Selwyn United a platform to build from. So Cashmere Technical already played their ace card off the bench, really, with Lyle Matheson, South African-born wide player. Jacob Richards currently injured. They've got options on the bench there. They could play Yusuf Van Dam, who's an exciting 2005-born player. Aaron Clapham, former Cashmere Technical and Canterbury United legend, is highly respectful and rates Yusuf Van Dam highly. I'd like to see him potentially get a go. Links play well, beats play as well. Selwyn United, on the other hand, Ollie Sims, who's a young 01 wide player. Isaac Topham, 05 born midfield player, or Nick Fairley, 04 born forward, are all options that could affect the game. Schwartz finds Field beyond. He's an athletic boy. Samfield delivers right across, cross stopped by Allet, which will result in yet another corner for Selwyn United. Oh, sorry, for Cashmere Technical. Just need to be careful of these corners racking up Selwyn United. And again, I missed that. I do apologise. Selwyn United certainly will be the happier of the two teams. Both have got big schedules coming up. I think between them, they've got 10 games in 18 days. It's what happens when you're challenging at the back end for trophies, as both of these sides are. Well won by Allet. Well won again by Storer. And Allet comes through the back of Coughlin. That looked painful, but it finds Taguchi, who finds Matheson. Wins the ball, gets on the outside. Ball cleared by Pennyquick. Finds Tung. Well won by Arnott, and that's why he's in the team, Joe Arnott. He may lack a little bit of quality at times, but he works hard for the team. Here's Coughlin again. Lovely pass to Matheson. Richard Jones, AR2, is definitely getting his flag up. But what you'll see from Coughlin is he will get battered around, but he'll get up on his feet. You don't grow up in Limerick, Ireland, without having a little bit of rough and tumble about you. Very smart, he will go down easily, but at the same time he'll get up just as easily. And certainly a threat in front of goal. So, change here for Selwyn United. Looks like Captain Jaden Booth, potentially close to that second yellow, is going to be replaced by number 16, Isaac Topham. Isaac is a 2005 born midfield player from Darfield. Dad Richard and Mum Heidi will be very, very proud to see him get a go tonight. Goes to St Thomas College of Canterbury. Big clearance by Coburn. Cashmere Technical managed to get their foot on the ball again. Now this is where they're dangerous, Cashmere Technical, because they make you believe that you're in with a chance of a result, but they do not know how to lose. Lovely combination play there, finds Tung in between lines. Ball behind Mitchell, finds Matheson. Strikes the ball, and there you go, 1-0 Cashmere Technical. Lovely strike by Lyle Matheson. But lovely little combination up on the right-hand side between Tyndall and Tung, who released Matheson down on the left-hand side. And like I said, before he came on, experienced, prolific at this level. And they'll replace the young man, Alex Ballard, with a proven goal scorer at this level, and that's the danger that he shows. So 22 minutes to go. It's still game on. It's still game on. And there you'll see where Cashmere Technical are dangerous and where they're going to be dangerous for Western Suburbs, Miramar and North Shore, if whoever they were to play in the next round should they win, is when they don't have the restrictions that are in the National League. They are dangerous, and that's a great ball into Danid. And that's wide. But he has forced a save from Danny Knight. He'll be disappointed with himself there, Danny. 1v1, there aren't many better. But he did get behind Storer then. I know Tom Schwartz won't be happy with that. One of the things he does talk about a lot is when you score, just switching on and making sure you stay compact and you don't allow the opposition to get into the game. And straight away there, Selwyn United are given a golden opportunity. But they are dangerous themselves from set pieces. So delivery, hung delivery, and well claimed from Danny Knight. It's where potentially Cashmere Technical will show their experience. Arnott claims the ball, gets facing forward between lines, but cleared by Storer. As I was saying before, Cashmere Technical without any restrictions are a dangerous side for anybody. Isaac Topham being pickpocketed by Yuya Taguchi. It's a yellow card for young Isaac Topham. "20 minutes to go here at English Park." Coughlin on the ball, looking to get facing forward, but being pressed and harassed by Mitchell Coburn, who again has been excellent for Selwyn United today. Eade finds Mackay. Finds Blackie. I think foul not given. Thought that was a foul myself. Key for Selwyn United here is to stay in the game. The game's not over. Stay in the game as long as you can. Ball wide to Arnott. Finds himself 1v1, slips. Topham regains possession. Finds Pennyquick. He looks in behind. No one there. And Danny Knight will take all pressure off the ball there. Ball finds Tyndall. Back into Knight. Forces a press from Selwyn United. Ball goes direct. Won by Coburn, he finds Mackay. He finds Caridas. Into Coburn. Who again looks to go on one of his mazy runs potentially. No, finds Mackay. Who finds wide to Pritchard. Looks for Eade, won by Storer. Topham regains possession. Selwyn United just creeping on top here. But Cashmere Technical won't mind, they'll look to get through the game. Caridas on the ball. Eaves Coburn a bit short there. Coughlin regains the ball. Cashmere Technical quite happy just to maintain possession in the middle third. Matteson comes inside. Looked dangerous since he's been on, Lyle Matteson. Yuya Taguchi again. Pickpocket in Selwyn United, high up the pitch. Finds himself down the sides. Unlucky there from Declan Tyndall. So if they do win this game, Cashmere Technical, they'll go to 9 points. 3 wins and 1 loss. They'll sit outright top of the table, but teams below them having a game in hand. Goal kick won by Storer. Mackay clears. Looks. Luke Blackie turns well. Ball wide to Eid. Look to foul. I think that's why the crowd are a little bit. And there's Topham. Oh, who finds himself just wide. Goal kick to Selwyn United. Look to foul on Carridas there by Angus. I think that's what the crowd we're getting a little bit on. I think that's what Carridas is saying to Caleb Downs. As Danny Knight looks to slow this down. It's not been a vintage Cashmere technical performance like the two before it, but they do not know how to lose. All they'll care about is the 3 points at the end of the day. Ball direct, won by Mitchell. Matheson, classy touch into Tyndall. Comes inside. Into Matheson. Tongue. Finds Taguchi in an acre of space. Angus into Taguchi. By hook or by crook, finds Coughlin, who finds Mitchell. Patient build-up from Cashmere Technical. And what you're starting to see here is Cashmere Technical having a little bit more pressure, but Selwyn United leaving three at the top. So they'll happily just leave three at the top and look to hit Cashmere Tech on the break. Throw in into a dangerous area. Ball had already gone out for a Selwyn United goal kick. So 15 minutes to go. Second substitution by Selwyn United sees Joe Arnott being replaced by, I'm not sure just yet, sorry, that the fourth official's board went up very quickly. I'll tell you as he gets a little bit closer to me, my eyes are going in my old age. That is Ollie Sims, 2001 born wide player, classy left footer. As the ball goes direct. Brother Johnny Sims is currently at the Phoenix. Luke brings the ball down in midfield, finds Blackie in between lines. Looks to find Eid. First touch takes him inside, and that's 1-1. It's a lovely finish by Daniel Eid. Daniel Eid, I said before, not many better. 1v1. Header takes him in front of goal, and his second touch finds the back of the net. Key for Selwyn United here now is to make sure they're switched on. A little bit of leadership here, needed from the older, more experienced player. They still are a young team. And they need to keep Tech out. Cashmere Technical again, they won't worry. They won't worry. They'll be switched on, they'll be looking to make sure that they stay in the game as long as they can. Don't forget, the last time these two teams met, it was 2-0 to Selwyn United at 82 minutes. At 90 minutes, it was 4-2 Cashmere Technical. So Selwyn United will have that in the back of their mind. As Tongue looks to go beyond for Taguchi. That's bread and butter for Coburn. As Patako Barima makes a mistake there, and that looks like a penalty, and is a penalty. Barima, silly. Should have just cleared his lines. It's what he's done the whole game. Instead, tried to be clever and let the ball out. And that's a penalty to Cashmere Technical, which I'm sure Coughlin will take. It's a get out of jail free card for Cashmere Technical. Coughlin will stand up. This will take him equal top goal scorer in the Southern League. Should he dispatch which we expect him to do. Lovely ball from Tongue into Taguchi down into a dangerous area. As Garvin Coughlin steps up for Cashmere Technical. Peter Taka Barima saving a penalty in the last minute to make or help Selwyn United get into the Southern League. Can he do the same again? Garvin Coughlin. And goal. As if there was any other outcome there. Garvin Coughlin tucks that one home. You see that little stutter in his step. And I don't think you can have any complaints there, Selwyn United. It's a definite penalty. And Selwyn United have got it all to do again. 10 minutes to go. What has been an absorbing game. I didn't think we'd get the 3 goals that we've got, but we have. So maybe we can add a little bit of excitement to the absorbing nature of the game. Chris Brown will be frustrated though. His boys have done so well to keep themselves in the game, get themselves back to 1-1. And then they've gifted Tech a chance. There's Coughlin, ambitious again. I've seen him try that a lot. I've never seen him score one. Such is the confidence in the young man. Clearance from Allet. Looks for Eid. Selwyn United just need to stay in the game because Cashmere Technical seen buoyed. Dan Eid is down for Selwyn United. I wonder if they'll return the favour of putting the ball out. And they do. Luke Tung puts the ball out. As we've got a break in play. Time for both teams just to catch their breath. That's an unbelievable 5 or 6 minutes. As I was saying before, Chris Brown will be incredibly frustrated because his team have performed well. They've kept themselves in the game and they've given an opportunity to take the lead. As I mentioned before, Cashmere Technical heading into the semi-final of a Chatham Cup in 10 days' time, where they'll play Western Suburbs. Last time they played Western Suburbs in the Chatham Cup, they were actually knocked out. They went down to 10 men early on, Nick Howarth being sent off. Western Suburbs got beat in the final that year by Birkenhead United. So Cashmere Technical will be wanting to return the favour, so to speak. As we begin the game again, ball thrown in to Luke Tung. Clears the ball, looks for Coughlin and beyond. It's a lovely run from Coughlin. He'll look to get into the area as quickly as he can. Delivers. Barima deals with that well. Barima, he has been the standout performer for Selwyn United this year. So I think he can call on a few favours. Ball backwards from Pritchard, finds Topham. Lovely from the young man. Finds Pennyquick. He finds Sims. Drift inside. He's a clever player, Sims. He's not much of him, but he's clever. Mackay finds himself with some space, create the 2v1 on the outside. Selwyn United ball across, finds edge. He's chanced there a little bit, but good clearance. Carried us, ambitious on his weak side. Ball goes out for a goal kick, but promising from Selwyn United. Like I said, I think they can be proud of what they've put on the park so far. Cashmere Technical will certainly know they've had a tough game today. The supporters will go away thinking they've maybe got away with one as this finishes the final score. Won by Isaac Topham again. He has had made a difference actually, Isaac Topham, since he's been on. There's definitely an energy to him. Highly rated at Selwyn United, Isaac Topham. Carried us, does well under pressure. Penny quick, tries to find Sims, does do. Blackie's on the ball. Tyndall dispossesses, finds Coughlin between. That's a good challenge by Allett. Screams of get up from the Cashmere technical following. I'm not sure if they're talking about Coughlin or Coburn. Doesn't look great for Coburn here. Nothing intentional there. Does not look great for Coburn at all here. Maybe the Cashmere technical fans will take back their jibes of get up politely. As I look back on the replay, these are the worst ones when they're a little bit unopposed. This English Park turf's renowned for getting people stuck. Not sure what's happened there, but it definitely doesn't look comfortable for Coburn. He is from farming stock though. A tough boy. Born and bred. A Selwyn United player. Be interesting to see if he can carry on here. Cashmere technical regrouping. You can see Tom Schwartz and Danny Knight. And I think that was a change during that break. Yusuf Van Dam looks like he's come on for Declan Tyndall. 5 minutes given to the young man. Selwyn United also make a change with Scott Mackay coming on for Mitchell Coburn. Scott Mackay, another boy from Darfield in the Selwyn United lineup. Mum Tanya and Dad Paddy, close friends of the Selwyn United family. Tanya, a life member. Ball cleared. Well dealt with by Field. Finds Eid again. Selwyn United won't mind it being a little bit messy in these last 5 or 6 minutes. Cashmere technical on the other hand will just look to slow it down. The Story looks to play beyond. But the ball goes out, a little bit overhit. Head coach Dan Schwartz will be happy with the performance, he'll be happy with the result. First year in charge of Cashmere technical, doing a grand job. Assisted by Daniel Terrace, who in Canterbury football circles is beyond well known. Ball's won there, but given as a free kick. Selwyn United fans not happy there. I can see why. Be interesting to reflect on this across the game. Selwyn United will just, Cashmere technical will look to just slow this down. They're not getting bodies forward like they were early on. Experienced in these sorts of situations. Fraser Angus just looks to keep the ball ticking. Luke Tongue, lovely ball in beyond for Coughlin. He'll look to get her inside. Effort and a good save by Barima. One of the things I love about Coughlin is his desire to score goals, and when he's in the 18-yard box, he's not looking for anybody else. He is greedy, but he scores a mighty amount of goals because of it. So a corner will come here from Lar Matteson. Selwyn United have 2 minutes to get anything from the game. Another loop delivery to the back post. I think that evaded everybody. And a goal kick is given. You see then Samfield, Corey Mitchell both back for Cashmere technical, they're not bothered about the extra points. That's a loose pass from Barima into young Mackay. Sarcastic round of applause from the Selwyn United faithful there. I think they feel like they've been hard done to. I think Caleb's had a decent game overall, if I'm honest. There's definitely players that have not performed to his level this evening. Barima goes long, looking for Caridas. Won the first ball. Eid finds Blackie. No one close to him. Anywhere will do for Angus at that point. As we tick into the 90th minute, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the fourth official. Throwing and well shepherded out by Samfield there. Cashmere technical, I promise you will be in no rush to take this. As far as Cashmere technical are concerned, this will be job done. But there it looks like there is 5 additional minutes. 5 additional minutes. I think Selwyn United would be much happier with the 2 of that being put in there. As Mackay deals with that. What I didn't mention is Mackay is another young player from Selwyn United, 03 born. Sims gives up the ball there. Taguchi picks his pocket. He's done that so often today. Coughlin tried to use Alert as a little bit of a wall to bend that in, Ronaldinho-esque. Didn't quite get hold of it. Pritchard finds Caridas. He finds Pennyquick. Finds Sims. This will be the side, I think, if they were going to create anything. Finds Topham. Young boys there grew up in the Canterbury United setup together. Caridas. Finds Pritchard. Mackay, patient from Selwyn. Probably the most patient they've been all day, which is interesting. Mackay, Caridas. Poor delivery from Caridas, but second phase. Jumped on by Blackie. Cleared by Field. Won by Alec. Caridas brings the ball down under pressure by Taguchi. Caridas, such a calming influence in the Selwyn United midfield when he plays that little bit deeper. Finds Sims. He dropping that little bit deeper. He is dangerous when he's on the move. I thought that was a foul, and what you'll see here is Eid working hard. You may see a foul here, and that'll be a yellow card for Eid. As Cashmere technical jump on that. Was potentially a foul by Corey Mitchell on Eid, and he did react. It's part of his game, that's always been part of his game. He sees a little bit of red mist. Yeah. And that is Dan Ead's 5th yellow card, which means he misses this weekend's trip to, I believe they play South City Royals. One thing's for certain, I don't think Cashmere Tech will have enjoyed this game. They haven't had it all their own way. Selwyn United have made them feel it. They'll be waking up with sore bodies in the morning. And that's credit to Selwyn United. Great turn by Coughlin, well won by Taka Barima. Credit to Selwyn United, at times you've just got to be able to mix it up. There's no problems with that. And like I said, I think they feel a little bit hard done to. Potentially a few decisions have gone against them that may not have in other games. The penalty, definitely a penalty though. We're now coming up to the 94th minute, or the 95th and final minute, I apologise. Cashmere Technical will just look to take all life out of this game. So experienced here as Coughlin comes inside. And he doesn't mind, he'll go back out to the corner. Well won by Pritchard. And there'll be no rush to take this throw in. And this may be Selwyn United's last chance. Cleared by Pennyquick, who finds Blackie. Stolen by Samfield. And that should be that as we head into the 95th minute. Selwyn United can be proud of the effort they've put out there, just not quite enough. Got it back to 1-1. Just gave Cashmere Technical that opportunity to score. And you can't do that against such a good team. Coach Dan Schwartz will be very, very happy. They've got through it. They're going to this weekend's game. And they're able to be on the front foot, which is where they like to be. And Angus finds himself in the 18-yard box. And that'll go for a corner. And I can't imagine this ball will go into the area. I imagine it'll be played short. Seems to be some confusion about who's going to take this corner. And that is full-time. Full-time result here, Selwyn United 1, Cashmere Technical 2. Well done to Cashmere Technical, who go outright top of the Southern League. Cashmere Technical will certainly know they're in a game tonight. And they'll be waking up sore in the morning. Tough game for them. Good luck for all at the weekend. Good luck to Cashmere Technical in the Chatham Cup semi-final in a couple of weeks' time. And catch us soon for our next live stream. Thank you very much.